here you come back. You were a preseason All-American, which has to feel pretty good. People recognize the work you've done, rightfully so. But what does it feel like? You've been here so long to come into a season with that kind of expectation.
It feels really good. It feels really good to see all the hard work is starting to pay off and getting the recognition it's getting. It's different because I'm really not used to it, but it's also different because like it's awesome and all, but everybody knows my whole mindset and the one thing that I'm looking for this year, and that's getting to the ACC championship. And I'm very blessed and honored to get all this recognition.
How difficult a decision was it, and what went through the process for you to decide, to come back? Because you had some options. You could have gone on to the next level, but you're back here for one more season. What went into that?
A lot of decisions went into it, like knowing if Malik or Marshawn was coming back, or who was going to stay around, and if we we're going to keep the team together, and knowing that we have such a solid team, and just knowing how close we've been over the last few years really was a big factor in me coming back, because like if you just look at the games we played, we're really close, and I believe in Coach Satterfield and this staff and this program, and we've done nothing this offseason but revamp around this place. So it's got me even more excited. The shoulder came into play as well. I knew it was a problem that I was going to have to get it fixed, and that just gave me even more reason and excitement to announce that I was coming back for my final year of eligibility.
And you feel pretty confident now in your health situation as it stands right now? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I feel really good. Feel good. I'm doing push-ups, out there benching, punching again. I feel really good.
You lose a line coach, but you're used to curveballs. You've been here long enough that you've seen all the curveballs. What was that like, and what's it been like, kind of just, how much did it help that you got so much experience in that line to kind of absorb whatever happened?
It hurt at first because I built a great relationship with Coach McDonald, and over the year, we went through some rough times and some really good times, and I love what McDonald brought to me, and he changed my game in a little bit and helped me out. So it hurt at first, but it was easier to deal with from my standpoint because, as you've mentioned, I've been here for a long time and dealt with coaches changing before. So it really wasn't an effect on me on what my goal is for this season, and it wasn't going to change my outcome or me leaving or staying here. I'm here till the wheels fall off, until I just can't be here. So, but I'm glad we got Coach Cardwell. I knew Coach Cardwell was here in 2019, and I didn't have him as my position coach, but being around him every day, I was really glad we made that hire.
You have been through so much here, and you've seen so much. I mean, it's not often you get a chance to spend that much time in a college situation, but as you look back, you've seen the highs and the lows. Do you ever just think, man, it's been something, and how does that play into how you work?
I'd say looking back from the first day I walked in here in May of 2017, and just looking at the years and the records and everything going through here, it's crazy. It's really crazy to really think about how long I've been here, but I've enjoyed every minute of it. I've enjoyed the process. It turned me into man being here, and I'm just looking to leave in the right way, and that's winning the ACC championship here at Louisville.
Tell me a little bit about, you growing up and growing up in the game and getting involved in it. Were you always a big kid? Were you always on the line? Did you have other positions you played? And how did your family figure?
I was mainly a defensive end and a tight end in high school, but around sophomore year, when I ended up transferring back home to Jefferson, I played O-line and defensive line there, and my coach knew I had the potential of being a great offensive lineman, so we made offensive line my primary position my sophomore year of high school, and just the growth and everything. It's like just seeing myself growing over the years and understanding the game better, and watching film and knowing my key tips and everything that I didn't know prior to coming into college or even years before. I just feel like my football IQ has gone up the roof for a little bit throughout my years of being in college.
At what point did it kind of click in your head that, man, this could be my future? I've got some ability here. I've got the ability to do this, and they probably got a lot more serious at that point.
Yeah, I'd say about 2016, senior year in high school is when when offers started coming in, because I didn't go to any camps or anything. I just used my film as my camp. And if nobody wanted me at the time, that was okay with me, because I was focused on winning the state championship for my high school. So, but around then is like when I realized I had to put down the baseball glove and really focus on football.
Yeah.
I love baseball too, so. But it was senior year of high school is when I really started taking football really serious, as this could be my future.
So you're saying, Dan McDonald should have maybe taken a look at you when you walked on campus?
No, man. Well, as me and Russ Yeast tried to walk on, but after we realized and talked to coaches about our schedules and how tough it would be for football, we both just made a decision just to stick with football. But
Yeah.
I would have loved to try to walk on for the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, that would have been nice. So now, Coach Satt said maybe you're working more. You've been always versatile up front, but you're working a little bit more in the center position too. How's that gone, and is that something you enjoy?
It's going really good, and I'm enjoying it. The more I get better at it too. It's difficult. I always knew how tough the center jobs was. They have the keys to the Bentley. They call everything. They have to mic this and that, and while snapping and blocking the ball at the same time. And I just didn't know years past how well or good I could be at that. But after getting practice and having the whole spring off, just getting my snaps and footwork and everything down, I'm really excited to learn and get to play the center position even more. And hopefully that happens during the season. I know I'll be taking live reps during fall camp at center, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously, that's the kind of thing that the next level
Oh, yeah.
you're being able to do, regardless of how much you get to do it this year. But
Yeah.
it's something that you're going to want. You said you'd like to try and do that in some games just to have that experience.
Yes, because I've had some people mention to me that center is probably my most likely position in the NFL, and I told them I'll be down for that as long as I'm on the field. And you're right, the most versatile I can be, the better of a chance I have of being able to play and also stay in the NFL. So I'm excited about it.
What do you think about this offense? There is a lot of experience back. You guys have been together a long time. You've got doubters, but you've also been very close in a lot of games. How do you feel about this coming season for this team?
For this offense or the team?
The offense.
The offense, I feel like this offense can be a 2019 LSU type offense. We have guys everywhere, and we're a veteran group up front, and we have veteran guys all around us. And the guys that we brought in, like D. Wiggs, Tyon, and Tyler Hudson, that's a name that we need to watch out for this year, because we have the pieces around us to be a great offense, and I think we're going to do that. And Coach Taylor coming in from Notre Dame is going to tweak some things up to help us be even a better offense than what we've been in the years past.
You mentioned you just went to kind of an academy type thing for offensive linemen, or what was that? What was it like?
The O-line Masterminds, hosted by Duke Mayweather. He's like the O-line whisperer. I know he's got to train guys all over the place. And the one that we all know is Mekhi Becton. Mekhi's got to train with him, and he's got Mekhi in a pretty great spot. And it was just a chance to go learn about the game and learn and hear from Hall of Famers and pros from all over on what's it like to be a true O-lineman, and what we have to do and to make sure that our team succeeds, because we're the backbone of the team. The team won't function without the O-line. So it was great going to hear those guys and pick up tips, and now I'm ready to apply everything that I learned there to my game now. I just felt like I got better just from listening this weekend. We did no drills, which surprised me, but just listening and everything, I felt like I got better leaving there.
You played with Mekhi. You've been around a lot of people. Who've been important people in your journey here at UOL that you've looked up to?
Oh man, I have a couple. Malik Cunningham and Russ Yeast are two guys that I'll be thankful forever in my life. They made this college journey easier and smoother than it's been, and they made every day coming here enjoyable. And Russ Yeast was my roommate for a couple years. Malik was my roommate for a couple years. Those two guys have really really changed my life in some ways. And Marshawn Ford, we are roommates now, and we've gotten close over the last year and a half. And he's changed my life, and his family has changed my life in ways that I can't repay them enough just by the love that they showed me. And so I'd say those three guys for sure really have made a huge impact on my time being here.
Physically, are you in your, you come on together. Physically, are you as in as good a position as you've ever been here, you think, right now?
Physically, yes. Physically and mentally, absolutely. I say even more now than I was last year. I feel like I'm stronger in this arm, ready to go. Coach Souders, ever since he's come in, he's transformed my body into something that I didn't even think I can get to. But, still got a little bit left of this off season to even get even more better and in shape. And I still think about, like, I missed all the spring, couldn't even run or anything. And just to be where I'm at now and to be able to say that should just tell you the type of training we do and how Souders been pushing me to get back to where I want to be. Yeah. So I feel really great.
What are some things people don't know about you? What are your off the field passions? If you've got anything any hidden talents they don't know about?
Everybody tells me how funny I am. I'm just naturally funny, I guess. I don't try to be funny, but people just tell me how naturally funny I am. But a passion of mine, I told you, I love baseball. I'm a huge Atlanta Braves fan. I love my Braves. But other than that, I really don't. There's not too much to know about Caleb. I just like to come and do my job and try to win ball games. That's all I know. That's all I do. People started noticing or mentioning that you have this flawless end of the season last year. People start really noticing. What's that like? Because offensive line, that sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. Mm-hmm.
You can be an All-American and still not get that, but for people to kind of say, hey, look, watch this guy. He's one of the top 10 coming back college football, all these different things. What's that like, and is there a mental adjustment to make on your point because of that? It's awesome.
It's awesome because I've done nothing but got better throughout the years of being at my time at Louisville. And I've really done nothing to change my game besides just play harder, finish blocks down the field, make that extra block down the field, stuff that I wasn't doing. I always felt like I did my job, but I just tried to take it to a whole nother level last year just to try to, that extra block means something. And it's like, if I can do it, I'm going to go do it. And mentally wise, has it changed anything for me? No, because I'm not about to put any extra pressure on myself. I'm just go do what I know what to do, and that's my job. And that's what I try to explain to a lot of guys, especially on the line. I'm like, yeah, let's go out there and dominate. Let's go impose our will. Let's go set the tone. But rule number one, we have to do our job first, and everything else will come with it. So that's still the same mindset right now. Let's go block for three, get them in an open field, let them make some plays, throw the ball, toss the ball, protect them, keep them clean, keep the running backs clean. That's just still my same mentality. Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else you want to tell people?
Just get ready for this season because we're coming. That's all I'm going to say. There's nothing else to it. Just know we're working, and it's going to be a great year.